Hey everyone, how we doing? This is a weird intro. I'm keeping it. We're gonna keep it. This is staying in. Hello everyone, my name is Xenius. Welcome back to the channel for more Star Wars Unlimited. Now I've kind of gotten to the point where I'm just kind of like playing around with stuff. I noticed last time that when I was looking through all of the new stuff on here, I noticed there are a couple of new Spectre cards. We got a new Kanan Jarrus leader unit, and we also have an Ezra Bridger unit over here. And it's been a while since I've tried to do anything Spectre related. I wanted to make a Hera deck whenever they first came out with the Jump to Lightspeed set because there's a Hera pilot in there. So I really just wanted to test that out. And now that we're getting new stuff, I kind of want to try it again. We do have a new card over here on the left. It's called Constructed Lightsaber. It looks like it's going to be really good. It is a legendary card. It's a 2/3 boost, which is not as good as like General's Blade and Jedi Lightsaber and stuff like that. But if the attached unit is a heroism unit, it gains Restore 2. No joke there. If attached unit is a villainy unit, it gains Raid 2. So really, if you're playing it on a villainy unit, you're getting like 4/3. If the attached unit is a non-heroism, non-villainy unit, it gains Sentinel, which I think that's going to be pretty interesting because there are a lot of cards in the deck that aren't heroism. I mean, you have, I guess, Kaadamunde. He's not heroism. He's just vigilance. And then you also have like Guardian of the Wills. Technically, General Krell isn't a heroism unit. He's just double green. So that could be an interesting synergy. I actually don't know what Krell's I don't know what Krell's ability is. So I've been playing around ever since last time. Whenever I made the Darth Revan deck, I made Luke Skywalker with a couple of the new Jedi cards, and it actually does really, really well. You're not super able to use his ability just because there are a lot of Jedi cards in that deck that don't really have heroism. Guardian of the Wills is one. It's not heroism. I took out Kaadamunde because he's not heroism. I put in more Aayla Secura. Luke is a good one. Daughter of Dathomir, also not heroism, so I might take her out. Huyang, also not heroism, but he's a really good card, so I think he's honestly worth it. Padawan Starfighter, also not heroism. So there are a couple of cards in here that I just don't know if they work, but I really like the way it plays. It does really well against Quinn. I tried it a few times against Darth Revan, and I ended up losing. So honestly, I think Revan is going to be kind of an overpowered card. Anyway, sorry. What I wanted to come here and check was I wanted to see what Krell's ability is. He's green, so let's do Krell. I think that's how you spell it. General Krell, Heartless Tactician. Each other friendly unit gains. When defeated, you may draw a card. Okay, nothing crazy. I mean, I do love a draw card, so that might be good. But also, you have Yoda, and if you really want, you have Kaadamunde in there. Both of those have draw card abilities, so that's not bad. I might prefer something else. But anyway, the reason why we're here is I wanted to play around with a Hera deck, especially with the new Ezra. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do Hera. I don't think we need the Forces with you base. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pick a red base. Because if you don't know, Hera's ability is ignore the aspect penalty on Spectre cards you play. So really, you can play any of the units. So I'm going to focus on a Spectre-only deck. If you can't tell, I love anything that has like synergy together. So like Force, Jedi, Sith. I want them all to be the same type of card, basically. So Rebel, Droid, Spectre. Like I would like all of my cards in this one deck to be Spectre. So that's what I'm going to lean towards. So that's what I'm going to do today. So we're going to put in all of these. Again, I'm going to try to lean towards the ones I have. So Chopper, that's a rare one. I don't have a lot of those. So I think I only have 2. Ezra, I have 3. No one has this one yet, and it's a uncommon, so I think that will be fairly easy to get. So I'll just go ahead and do 3. I'll do 3 of these. I have 3 of those. Phantom. Oh, yeah, I have 2 of those. I have 2 of those. Spark of Rebellion. I don't think I have this one. Look at an opponent's hand, discard a card from it. I don't know. I like it. Spectre Home Base. I have 2 of those. I don't have the new Ghost, so I'm gonna put 1 of those in there. This is gonna be like very ground heavy, basically. 3 of those. I have 2 of those, and I have 3 of those. I think Sabine's Masterpiece goes really, really well with this one. I think Bold Resistance, the reason why I picked red for this deck is because I think Bold Resistance is going to go very, very well. It's choose up to 3 units that share the same trait. Each of those units gets +2 for this phase. It's not like a attack at the same time type deal, but it's still like, okay, you're giving them +2. So I'm going to do 3 of those. All of these units are rebel, so I'm going to put in 3 rebel assaults. Let's throw in 3 daring raids. I'm also a fan of grenade strike, so let's throw in that real quick. We have like no space units. What if, and just hear me out, I just bumped all of these up to 3, just so we have them. So I'm going to name it We Are the Spark. I don't know why. I just like it's the quote from Last Jedi that Poe has. We are the spark that will light the fire that will burn the First Order down. And it's a little like, I'm pretty sure it's like a run-on sentence basically, but I just like the quote. Smuggler's Aid would be good. Oh yeah. Smuggler's Aid. It's basically, it's a heal 3. It's like repair. Smuggler's Aid, heal 3 damage from your base. You can also smuggle the card, which means if it's in your, what am I thinking of? If it's in your resources, you can play it from your resources, except it's like, it's going to cost a little bit more, but it's so worth it. Because it's basically like, you get to resource it, but you can also use it later. Oh, it's so nice. It's so nice. You know what? We need as many round 1 cards as we can, so let's go ahead and bump Chopper up to 3. So I actually don't know how this is going to play, simply because we don't have a lot of round 1 cards. Let's start out with the Luke's Jedi, since I haven't shown that in a video. Okay, so we have a round 1. Yeah, we have round 1. I'm not going to take a mulligan. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to resource Sabine, because I have 2 of them. And I'm going to resource Smuggler's Aid, since I can play that from my resources. So he's doing the Guardian of the Wills first. We're going to start out with Sabine. Okay, while there are at least 3 aspects among other friendly units, this unit can't be attacked. That's awesome. On attack, you may deal 1 damage to a defender or to a base. That's pretty nice. Okay, so while there are at least 3 aspects among friendly units, that's sick, actually. I like that a lot. Okay, so we're playing her. We have another Smuggler's Aid, so let's go ahead and resource it. Okay, she has a force token. So I'm going to go ahead and attack her base, and then I'm also going to... Wait. On attack, you may deal 1 damage to the defender. Oh, I see. Okay, so it's whatever I'm attacking, I deal 1 damage to. Okay, sorry, that was my bad. I did not understand that. Okay, I think I'm going to go ahead and play Ezra, because I like his on-attack ability. Look at the top card of your deck. You may play it, discard it, or leave it. That kind of gives me a little bit of control. Okay. Chopper for each other. While you control another spectre, you gain raid 1. Not my favorite. It's not my favorite. So I'm going to resource that. Oof. Yeah, you do that. You attack me, jerk. So we'll hit him. I'll look at the top card. I get Hera. I'm going to keep it. I'm going to leave her where she is, because I'm going to play Phantom this round. Okay, we'll do that on attack trigger, and then also the damage. So really she's hitting for 3. Oh, I'm so glad I attacked that round. Okay, so we'll play Phantom. He's getting a shield. Of course he is. He gains grit. Oof. I love Sabine. Let's do Spark of Rebellion. Okay, so we have 5. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play Bold Resistance, because all of these have the same trait of Spectre. So they each get +2. We're going to pick Spectre. That one, that one, that one. Done. So they all get +2 this round. So no matter what, if you hit me, yeah, that's what I thought. We'll hit on attack. And then I'm also going to play Hera as a pilot on Phantom, which gives Phantom Restore 1, which isn't a lot, but it does kind of fight back a little bit. Take the initiative. What did she just put? Is that Jedi's Lightsaber? Oof. That's a really good card, especially if she's attacking. Jedi Lightsaber, if you don't know, if attached unit is a force unit, it gains on attack, give the defender -2/-2. So basically, she could hit my Sabine Wren and take no damage, which is, oh, such a nice card. Oh, crap, I forgot. When does she? 6 units, or 6 resources. Okay, that's fine. If the defender was defeated, you may deal 4 damage to a ground unit. Okay, cool, 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 cool. Here's what's going to happen. Each other friendly Spectre unit gains this unit's keyword. Oh, gains Sentinel? Ooh, I don't know that I like that. Sorry, I read it to myself. Each other friendly Spectre unit gains this unit's keywords. While this unit is upgraded, it gains Sentinel. And while most Spectre units probably aren't going to be upgraded, I don't really necessarily want all of my units to be upgraded or have Sentinel. So I'm going to resource it. And then I'm going to yeah, I'm going to hit with Sabine. Oh, thank God. Okay. Sorry. Sometimes it does that where it's like, oh, we can't process 2 damage. Sorry, come back later. I actually think that might be it. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is, oof. Yeah, I'm going to flip out Hera. He might play a unit, which will trigger Obi-Wan's Sentinel. Yep. So basically he has Sentinel now, and he also has a shield and whatever that is. So I'm going to... Oof, which one do I want? Really, I want Zeb, but I'm going to go ahead and play the Ghost. And I'm going to give a shield token to Hera. And it's also shielded. He's going to do that, and then I'm going to take initiative. Oof. That's going to be close. Man, they are beefed up. You know what? Just for the heck of it, I'm gonna be a jerk and play Rebel Assault. I'm gonna do Ghost, and that's it. Okay, cool. All right, so that's a lot of fun. I get to hit again. That's so cool. That's so cool. I get to give 1 experience token to something. So let's give it to Sabine. Why not? That's a lot of fun. Okay, cool. So a Hera deck honestly works. I mean, it's very straightforward. It's basically just about getting your units out there and like making sure that you're dealing more damage first. I'm going to take a mulligan because I don't have any round 1 units, but I'm going to play again and see where it leads me. See you in a minute. And that's it right there. Whew. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so it's hit or miss. No. I knew the minute he put General's Blade and Jedi Lightsaber on that first unit that we were toast. And that was honestly my bad. I mean, really, I'm just going to show you a little bit of this deck. I mean, I have 3 of each. 3 Luke's Lightsaber, 3 General's Blade, 3 Jedi Lightsaber, and they all do different stuff. Like, Jedi Lightsaber, -2/-2 for this phase. General's Blade, the next unit you play costs 2 less. I mean, he's able to get out more units than I am because of that, basically. So, I don't know. I like how I built the deck. I don't love the lack of space units. It's very ground heavy. Well, I can't even do that because I don't have a red base. I would love to put supporting ETA 2 up here, just because it gives ground units +2 for that phase on attack. But yeah, no, I think there's definitely some stuff that needs to be worked on here, and I do wonder if there's going to be something from the new set that would bring a little bit more life to this. I don't know. I think I could have used my Smuggler's Aid a little bit more. That was honestly my bad. Yeah, there's just a lot here that I think can be worked on, but I don't know. It's a little bit fun. I really didn't get to play around with the new Ezra card, and really the new Kanan leader. I don't know that it would add anything as great as the Hera one, just because, hold on, let me find it. Just because it doesn't allow you to play out of aspect cards, really. So the new Kanan Jarrus one is action, pay 1 resource, give a shield token to a creature or spectre unit. So I think, oh man, yeah, really, because I think what you're going to want to do with this one is you would want to pair it with blue, because if you're playing, oh, not traits, sorry. Oh no, I'm looking up, I'm thinking Bendu. Bendu is a creature, he's also force, and he's double blue. So unless you're just playing a bunch of creatures, which I don't know that you would be, I mean, they are coming out with a lot of creatures in this next set, so I think that there could be something there. Could you imagine playing Crate Dragon and then putting a shield on it? That'd be ridiculous. I would hate that. But that does look like Ezra in the background. Honestly, it looks like Ash Ketchum from Pokemon in the background. It looks like he's holding a Pokeball. That's a Pokemon. Attuned Furnock? No, that's a Pokemon. And that is Slash. He's using Slash. I would use Hera before I used Kanan. So that's just me. I mean, if you have other thoughts that you want to use for Kanan, I mean, if you wanted to build a creature only deck, it could be like Kanan and Ezra and Hera and whatever aspect. I would assume you would want to use red with it, personally, because what does he come out on? He comes out on what, 5 or something like that? No, he comes out on 6. Oof. Yeah, it's not selling it for me. I'm not a huge fan of the new Kanan, so I don't know. I think I would use Hera before I do, because then you can play all the Spectres, and that's more in my wheelhouse, so whatever. Anyway, I'll probably make this deck and probably play around with it. I have a friend of mine who has a Hera deck, and he actually, he made a really, really cool deck with it. He did a very unique choice. Hold on, let me go ahead and switch it back to Hera. He played it with blue, because he wanted to play Satine. Let me bring up Satine Kreese. Each unit, including enemy units, gains action. Discard cards from an opponent's deck equal to half this unit's remaining HP rounded up. And so basically, his whole deck is around making sure that you have no cards left to play. So really, you would have to discard 3 cards from your hand based off of her remaining health or Kanan's remaining health, because his on attack is you may discard 1 card from the defending player's deck for each friendly Spectre unit. So if you have 3-4 Spectre units out there, you're discarding 4 cards, and then you're able to heal for each aspect. So Kanan's a really good card if you're playing Spectres, just because you're able to get rid of their cards easily. So that paired with Sachin, it's honestly a pretty nasty deal. And he actually went through my entire deck one time. I was playing, I don't know, I want to say Quinn. It was my Luke Skywalker, is my space Luke Skywalker deck. And he went through every single card that I had and got to the point where he was dealing, because I couldn't draw any cards, he was dealing 3 damage to my base because I couldn't draw a card. So it's a really cool deck. I don't want to copy that, but it's an option. Satine's a really good card, especially paired with Kanan. So I don't know. I might recommend it, especially when you put the Phantom on the Ghost, and then you put Hera on that. I mean, that's what, like 11 health, I think. So half of that, 5, rounded up, 6. So if you're able to mill out 6 cards from their deck, it gets a little crazy. Anyway, I really enjoy a Hera deck. I think that was a lot of fun for me, at least. Let me know down in the comments below if you want me to try the new Kanan leader, because I think it might be interesting, especially if you base it around creatures, which I don't think I've ever thought of. But I know that they're bringing out a lot of creatures for this new set, so let me know if you want me to test out creatures, Kanan, whatever it may be. Just let me know what you want me to try down in the comments below, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.